the police murder of George Floyd in Minneapolis did take a long time, but it was a huge wake-up call for America, and we saw nightly protests across the country, a racial reckoning, and a demand for greater police accountability. And it's striking in this incident, the chief of police in Memphis is an African American woman, the first African American woman to serve in that role. She has been very much on the front foot, very outspoken in immediately denouncing the actions of her 5 officers here, which we don't always see. Sometimes the police try to defend themselves. And yes, action has been very swiftly taken. And I think just the fact that this video footage is released is a gesture towards transparency and accountability. Of course, in the George Floyd case, when video emerged, it was a passerby with a mobile phone. Generally, with so many of these police brutality cases, we've seen the importance of video footage. Now, the police, it's body cam footage, it's surveillance footage. It adds up to about an hour, and it's there for all Americans to see and all the world to see. And at least some hope here that some kind of justice will be done.
I think you're right, Dave. I think that's a very important differentiation to make. There was a lot of talk to defund the police and more in the wake of the killing of George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter movement. What realistically, if anything, has changed since then?
And yes, just literally a few days ago, I was at the White House listening to Joe Biden yet again tell city mayors from all over America that defund the police is not the way to go. That slogan, at least, seems to have run out of steam. Although its defenders say what it's really about is investing more money in the community. I think that the main headline, at least, is that reform since the death of George Floyd has been slow and static and disappointing. There is, of course, the George Floyd Policing Act, which Joe Biden pushed and which failed to get through Congress. Even in the last day since the death of Tyre Nichols, he has been speaking about the need to reintroduce that. Not much hope there with Republicans in control of the House of Representatives. But all of that said, I do think there is still a heightened consciousness in America around these incidents. And just as we were talking about the swift response from legal authorities, including Memphis police themselves, to this terrible incident, suggests that maybe something has changed since the death of George Floyd, and at least on a local level, there may be greater accountability now.